Hi, my name is Sunny Wee. I'm the Country Manager for Home and Small Medium Business from Lenovo Malaysia.
So to start, why don't you explain a bit about this particular line? SMB users behave like consumers but have requirements of large corporations. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, good, great. First of all, thank you for making the time here today, right? I think the key part about SMB business is that in the user in particular, SMB users are also alike consumer. They are also consumer in nature, but just that the usage of the way they use the computing devices is they use it for work. At the same time, when they are off at home, they use it for the home environment, the consumer usage. But the key about SMB user is that a big chunk of their computing time they use are really for the work purpose. So with that in nature, the design of the computers for SMB need to be designed as such that we have all the features catered for the business usage. A good example, a good point in case is Lenovo has all the legendary features for the professional users for the enterprise market. A good example, fingerprint technology, advanced protection system for the hard disk. So all these two are the classic, typical example of the security features that is required by a business users, unlike a consumers. Yeah, that you probably don't feature that much. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you can elaborate a bit about to some of our not so technical readers and viewers out there.
Right.
Why are these fingerprint and hard disk protection technologies important?
Yeah. In a layman term, I always like to joke in a way that how many passwords today's a customer need to remember to access to many of the sites that they have. Perhaps a fingerprint can replace many of these because your fingerprint never change. Right? That is one simple security features, and beside that, it also saves time. Instead of trying to remember password or type in, you may sometimes accidentally type in wrongly, which is very frequent as typing password. A fingerprint is just a point that you will just get access to it. That's one very good feature by this one good security features. The next one I think we talk about a lot about in Lenovo features is about advanced protection system, APS, right? Data is so valuable, it's so important. But because of the nature of computing devices, the notebook in particular or the netbook is so mobile today, and you tend to move around, you require a good security system to protect the features. What the APS work is, the moment they sense a shakes or a drop of the notebooks, we will lock the hard disk itself so that your data is protected and you won't get crashed on the hard disk. Yeah.
So how does Lenovo plan to drive the products to cater to this particular requirement?
Right. A good example I want to bring in case is that Lenovo, what we do is that currently SMB product is selling both in both retail and also in the SI market. But the nature of in the past, the SMB market is always selling through the SI, and a lot of users don't have a chance to have a touch and feel of the product. Okay. Recently, we introduced and we set up a stores in Times Square. We have a Think exclusive store to cater for SMB users to walk in to have a touch and feel of the products. So if you have a time, perhaps later part, I will urge every of the users to drop by Times Square to have a feel of the latest technology we have there. In that shop itself, we not only demonstrate the product to you, we also want to showcase how the product are actually the usage models, and also have a touch and feel of the real product itself. Okay, we show you each of the features, demonstrate the feature. That is really a touch and feel corner for users. Because SMB customer in the past, some of the friends were joking with me that traditionally you sell through the SI, you don't have a chance to touch and feel. The moment you open the box, the machine is sold. Therefore, they resort to go to retailers to buy. But when you go to retailers to buy, the retailer don't carry the SMB range of product that much, mostly a consumer range. This is where the confusion, there's no choice for the SMB customer to have a touch and feel. So hence, we felt SMB at times also behave like a consumer. Yeah.
Maybe, do you have examples of new notebooks that cater to this category?
Yeah. You see, what you see right now here, there are two products, right? In the past, the classic SMB, as I mentioned, right, they are also very black in color, be it the 12-inch or the 14-inch product, right? This is the 12-inch and this is the 14-inch product. But these are all the good product features where it's been powered by most of the corporate. If you're a frequent traveler on the airplane, you'll find that a lot of ThinkPad users are still using the classic product and they love it. This, I always associate this, right? This is just like the user who used to drive the BMW. They always like the performance behind it and they will just use using this product. They will never change. But however, SMB are a little bit price sensitive. According to the surveys by Gartner and so on, right? The price range of SMB users ranging from about $1,300 all the way to $3,005. In US dollar, it's about $399 to $109. This is the survey done by Gartner in general. And the volume will grow in this segment. Hence, Lenovo has taken a step forward this year to promote a lot of product to cater particularly for SMB, but bringing the goods of what the classic product we have into the traditional ThinkPad series, many of the good features, but putting in the box that is made affordable for the SMB.
So other than the fingerprint and hard disk protection, the APS features, what else are in your new notebooks or may be included in the future that you would add value to this particular new SMB sector?
One of the key selling point of why ThinkPad is so sellable and so many followers in the world is because we have a legendary ThinkVantage technology. It's a series of products. The way you buy the first product, a good example is about data migration. Okay, a simple thing like data migration. You can buy any of the products out there in the market, but to move it to transfer your old data to new data in just a simple step, ThinkPad can do it for you with the ThinkVantage technology. So just imagine an SMB without IT support. They probably need to sort a lot of help from the partners, the reseller who sell it to them, the friends, and so on to do the job. But if you make that solution simple as a user, SMB bosses or SMB staff in general can do it without minimum assistance from others, I think that's one simple step. All these are aimed at reducing the total cost of ownership in the corporate environment, but we're bringing it to the SMB.
How about the larger corporations? Larger corporations like to provide their staff notebooks nowadays. Do you see that they will go for your new range of notebooks?
Okay, the differentiation for the larger corporation is that we still have the very traditional classic ThinkPad series cater for the needs of the larger corporation. The differentiation of those features is that because many larger corporations have their own image file and so on, and the flexibility of the classic series are geared for that purpose, while the standard boxes for SMB are the standard packages that cater to the mainstream users. So it lacks many of those support to the corporate that you don't find in SMB. So we clearly differentiate the market segment in that.
Yeah. Last question here.
Sure.
Considering some companies like to use desktop and OEM PCs, even some SMBs, what do you think about the growing market of all-in-one PCs? Do you think you will bring these features to that particular segment?
Yeah. If you look about the desktop in general, right, the shape and size of desktop in the traditional box of 25-liter, 30-liter boxes, moving to now a very small boxes of 10-liter and below you see in the market, to the new trendy of all-in-one, one piece of LCD, it comprises of the desktop itself today. So naturally, the trend of desktop will move on to the all-in-one, but it will not replace entirely the 10-liter and above type of traditional desktop boxes. But there's also a big trend of users where customers, SMB, they find that using notebooks can further enhance their productivity. So should that environment, they find that the match is there, they will migrate straight to a notebook. We see more SMB users migrate straight to a notebook because they found that using a notebook can further enhance productivities.